make some marrow ooze. Go. Marrow ooze is good, man. Don't hate. Don't hate.
Zachary, go.
Oh no, this is not good. Go.
Oh.
Where are my 1 million blockers?
Break. Go. I had a plan.
Lucky ball. Go.
Break.
Oh my goodness. Alright. Go.
I'm gonna do this. Break.
Oh my gosh. Die.
Yeah. Go.
Okay. Loco.
Oh no. Oh no.
Go.
Oh no. What's this? Lucky ball?
Of course.
Oh no. Go.
Where are the blockers? Loco.
What is this?
I'm just spamming locomotive. Oh.
Lucky ball?
Oh my goodness.
Focus.
Oh, it doesn't stop.
Break.
Okay.
Go.
Draw. Flowing so much mana. Go.
8. 8. Up. Up.
Oh my god.
Break. Break.
Wow. Okay, I'll start. Got my 1 drops. Go.
Damn it. Oh no, that's a bad card. No.
Oh man. Go. Yeah. No. Water? Water? Go.
Break. Break.
Man. Just give me the pyro now.
1 and 3.
This card's in the middle.
How is that possible? Okay, I have this. Break.
Oh my gosh.
Break.
Oh, local.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Go.
Drop the turn. And we're back, baby. We're back. 1, 3, 2. Go.
Go. Oh, that's right.
Drop the turn. Go.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Go. You get it down eventually though.
Yeah. Go.
Go.
Draw. Hmm. 1, 2. Go.
Isn't that a bit overkill?
Nah, man. Draw. He's gonna attack. That's the thing. Except this guy. Charge?
I'm gonna call Adrian.
Yeah. Adrian. Go. Oh no! I was gonna Hydro Hurricane you, but I wasn't ready.
Great.
Oh my god. I had Hydro Hurricane, but I was just
You
like...
didn't play him last time. I thought you were gonna play him last time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a result I was very much not expecting. I thought that Hydro would put up much more of a fight, but a lot of the blame here admittedly falls on me. Game 1 started off pretty badly, and I want to say this is the part that wasn't my fault. I even say I bricked in the footage because my earliest drop was an energy stream. I mean, if that's the earliest thing you're doing against a rush deck, it's gonna be a bad time. In these sorts of matchups, you really need to open with a blocker in the first 3 turns, and not having one really did me in. Damien was also drawing well from what I saw, especially with the pyros, so there's also that. I guess you could say that this highlights a problem with traditional Light Water Dark, which is that it doesn't actually have much in the way of mass removal. The best you can do a lot of the time is Holy All with a full board. I know some might say you should use Plague, which is a fair suggestion and worth exploring further, especially with Hydro Hurricane. Game 2 went better for me since I opened with Marrow Ooze, but unfortunately no more blockers after that. It was unfortunate that I had to charge Tajamal, and this highlights another personal challenge I have with Light Water Dark decks, which is the shortage of water mana. On a separate note, I've long felt that Loco is one of the unsung heroes of Hydro Hurricane. You can just randomly get so much good use out of it. It is a very nice card to curve into on turn 4 as a momentum play. It is also a shield trigger, and of course, being a darkness body, acts as a Hydro target. It's just weirdly amazing how well this card fits into the deck, in my opinion. I will be the first to admit that I totally could have brought it back here, and this is where the lack of practice and skill really did me in. In the final turns, I knew that Paladin was Damien's only out to winning, especially since we had just put it in the deck. And playing Hydro would have put him out of mana range for it. In the footage, I say I wasn't ready, and by that I meant mentally, because I tend to play things overly safe and have not gotten into the habit of taking good risks. If we break it down, Loco was my only attacker and couldn't even get through because of Aqua Guard, so my mindset was that I didn't want to use Hydro for nothing. But if we extrapolate and think about it a little harder, Damien probably would have had to keep letting the Loco through, because if he blocks with Aqua Guard, I can kill the guard with one of my stronger guys, and he loses his out to Paladin. This makes his Wincon Surfer and Shields into Paladin top deck, but that's much more remote than just top decking a Paladin. I even had 2 Hydro Hurricanes to keep it going, so this was just a total L on my part, no excuses. I really think I should have won game 2, and because I got run over in game 1, I feel like Damien kinda stole this one from me. Even though I am probably the biggest proponent of classic Hydro Hurricane in the Gauntlet team, you can clearly see how my lack of experience really showed. When it comes to decks with high skill caps, especially the more complex control decks, the practice really does go a long way. In saying all this, big congrats to Damien for completing the Gauntlet run with Bounce Rush, including the additional round 2. He conceptualized the deck all the way back in the tail end of Season 1. It went through multiple revisions, and in many ways, it really does feel like his baby. And the fact is, I blundered and he didn't, which is why he deserves the win. Good job, my friend. As for my favorite round, out of the ones I played, it's definitely versus the Outlier. I feel like rush games in general are not that interesting. You know, most of the time, it seems as if the rush deck is just steamrolling the opponent, and if it's not, it's getting bullied because it bricked or hit a shield trigger or something. Now don't get me wrong, there are definitely some nail-biters involving rush decks, but by and large, there generally isn't much back and forth. However, there's something really interesting about rush versus rush matchups. They somehow end up being extremely hilarious, with each side not being sure of whether to try to control the opponent or outpace them with the shield breaks. They just have this tendency to be really competitive, and I always find them highly amusing. Of course, with the post-editing magic, my favorite round overall would have to be against Water Dark Fire, aka Rub Control, because how can it not be? When Damien and I played this matchup in the past, Rub always just kinda got run over, so when you add this to the fact that Jessen hasn't played Duel Masters for even longer than we have, I'm amazed to see how close he got to just 2-0ing Damien then and there. Jessen not knowing the card counts was also kinda funny, and like, why should he? I think there was a bit where he was waiting for Thrashcrawler or Bolmedius or something, and I don't think there was another one left. It's just funny because the whole Gauntlet team have pretty much memorized the card counts for each deck. Yup, that's how metagamed our environment is. And on that note, we have reached the end of the video and all of the Gauntlet runs of 2025, which were recorded in 2024. I do apologize that these didn't go as smoothly as I would have hoped. Between all the mistakes and the misplays, this was not our most professional showing, and I am sorry that we didn't do better. Fortunately, or unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's much demand for these types of videos, so even though I do like the Gauntlet run concept, as it is the genesis of the channel after all, I'm thinking this segment may not need to return. Anyway, feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.